Awesome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hi, I'm Creatively Lisa, high vibing in from Campbell, California. Woo! Tomorrow is Thanksgiving. And firstly, I want to say thank you. Thank you for um, being a part of my community. Thank you for continuing to support and watch my videos. And thank you for being a phenomenal fur mama. Hi, Michelle. Thank you for popping by. So today I want to talk to you about a couple different things actually, but it all ties in together. So the title of today's live is Holistic Bliss. Elevate your life and your pup's well-being now. And I am I'm okay, my mind is going 10 miles an hour, 20, 30, 50 miles an hour, and it's not lining up with my mouth. So it is what it is. So, what I want to talk to you today about is I put together 3 bundles to support you on your holistic journey with your pup. How to enlighten yourself and to be able to transition into a more holistic way of living through your environment, the products that you use, and it's going to educate you and highlight that specifically. If that's something that you're overwhelmed with and can't quite figure out what to look for, what chemicals are bad, well, all of them, and find a good solid product line that supports you. So I've got you covered. I also got you covered if you are struggling with overwhelm and personal stress in some way or another, just dealing with life in general, or you just don't feel yourself. By that, it can make you short tempered. And if you can't fill yourself up, you certainly can't fill anybody else up, especially your fur baby. And take the time that your pup needs to be able to live a vibrant, healthy life and be able to bond. You guys feel that strength in that bond. And number 3, specifically around your fur baby only. Not only, but if you're also looking for good products and what to look for and how to maintain your pup and what is the most important things to look for, that's what we're going to talk about. I want to just give you a little bit of a synopsis of these 3 packages and why I put them together and why I find them so profoundly important in life. And so we're just going to walk through them all. That's it. So the first one I want to talk about is my High Vibe Clean bundle. And this came about because I had a male chow chow. And I had no idea at the time. It didn't even occur to me everything that was going on in my own life and what I was dealing with him. He was allergic to the environment. Isn't that weird? I had no idea. And I had him in and out of the vet. He had sores and he had problems, and his skin and his face, his hair was peeling off, and I didn't know what to do. I had no idea that ultimately I was causing the problem. Think back and wonder, do you find that your dog itches a lot or gets hot spots and you can't quite figure out what it is? It could be a number of things, but it could be what you're using in your home. And we spend so much time making sure things are clean when really they're toxic. And everything, we can't trust our government to actually keep out what doesn't need to be in the products and what does need to be in. Check this out. If for humans, now animals, I think, are almost probably worse in a sense because they're touching it 24/7. They're on the ground. They might be picking something off the ground. They're laying on the ground. Their face is on the ground, everything. And so they're picking up everything. But by the time 9 a.m. rolls around, we have already come into contact, women, over 80 toxic chemicals. By the time the day goes by, over 300. And when I got started, it was overwhelming for me because I had no idea. My poor boy was sick and I didn't know what to do about it. And fast forward, I took him to the vet. They didn't do any good, which came into part with number 3 is they kept filling him full of pills. And in turn, that perpetuated disease and cancer and him dying at 8.5 years old. My poor boy. I put him in that place and I didn't even know it. I'm not blaming myself. And please don't blame yourself. If you don't know, you don't know how to change these things. But when I discovered this, I immediately started changing things up. I started going to a holistic pet store, finding out, asking questions, and learning what was bad, how to correct it, what I could do now at this stage. And I did the best that I could. So it perpetuated me to learn. And I did that. And unfortunately, he transitioned. I couldn't do anything about it. Cancer had just taken him over. And my goal is to keep that from happening to all these fur babies. Our babies are dying at a unprecedented rate because of the environment and what's going on. Now, a lot of it we can't control because it's out there. But what we can control is what's in here and what's in our environment and what we use on our babies. That's what we can control. And that's where this comes in. I put together an amazing, incredible bundle that not only you don't have to worry about where it comes from. You don't have to worry about what's in it. You don't have to worry about any of that. It's plant-based, it's non-toxic, and it cleans your home completely. Everything. I covered all the bases. And not only did I cover all the bases, I put together a web class that can actually guide you and teach you on what to actually look for in general, with everything in your environment, with all the products, what to look for and what to remove and how to do it. There's apps that you can use. There's certain chemicals, things that you can look for. There's a huge list, but most of them are bad. But and you can start looking for these. So I've added a web class. I added a checklist, a healthy home checklist to actually go through your cabinets and all the main chemicals out there that we have in our cabinets, so we don't even realize are bad, and it can cause so much damage to our own health and well-being and respiratory system and our babies. And so I put together that. I also put together a list of the 30 ways to kill yourself, to poison yourself before noon. That again goes over what you don't realize, or we don't realize what we use and how it affects us over time. Toxic overload, over and over and over. And so I put together this bundle. I also added some coaching sessions in with it, and just everything I could think of to make it as beneficial so that your outcome would be when you walk in your home, it hugs you. You just feel that it's clean and it smells amazing, and it raises the vibration of the environment just by cleaning it. Not only does it do that, it boosts your immune system. And so if it's doing that, it's doing the same thing to your furry. And you don't have to worry about, oh, what if they step in it? Oh, what if they lick the floor? Oh, what if? So what? It's safe. It's safe. And it makes it so easy because it's all together. One bundle includes everything. So you can start testing and learning and seeing how you feel and start incorporating these different things and knowing what to look for. My goal is to help you transition into a much more holistic way of life for yourself so that you can feel better. Because when you feel better, guess what? Your furry does too. And they depend on us for their well-being. And that's our job, is to make sure they're safe. And so that's the first package. Second package is if you yourself don't feel like you're filled up or feel just at wit's end, then you are not going to be able to take care of them. You're not going to be able to train them properly, to spend time with them, to teach them, to guide them, any of that. I'm speaking with so many women recently that are just overwhelmed in their own life. And in turn, they can't give their furry what they need. And that comes into play as well as taking care of our emotional well-being and raising the vibration in the home environment. And that's what package number 2 includes. It includes a series of essential oils that actually raise the frequency, that are easy to use and help calm you down, and that you can use in the environment with your furry. Oils that can actually help them as well as you. Stuff to carry with you on a day-to-day basis, and start incorporating a holistic lifestyle and give yourself emotional support and fill yourself up first so that you can give them what they need. You can't give them the presence that they need and want and the training that they deserve and being able to care for them if you yourself are empty. You just can't do it. I learned that. I learned that. I learned that when I was stressed out, and at different times. Earlier this year was really rough to patch, and I was spinning and I didn't know it. And my kid was there just looking at me, wanting my attention. And I was so much in my own head and in my own shit that I didn't have time for her. And if I could rewind or get one thing, I would ask for one day to just give her the presence that she deserved. And again, I'm not beating myself up, but I know what works and what helps. And sometimes you just need a little emotional support. That's it. And so, package number 2, my bundle number 2, comes with stuff to support you and to help lift you up and the environment, and on frequency and how to use that in your own life to help heal you and raise you up. And it includes an email support also. It also includes some checklists on what type of essential oils are good for different things, tons of emotional support. It also includes, again, coaching, because that is so important, and a ton of other stuff. Stay tuned in the stories because all of this is coming out. So that's bundle number 2. And bundle number 3, so important again, is now that you've got your home sorted out, you're working on yourself, you also have to focus on your baby and what's good for them, and using the right types of shampoos and giving them the emotional support and a holistic way of life more than going to the vet all the time. I again did this with her. And so I put together a series. I put together some ointment, some healing ointments, some essential oils, and shampoos, some different things, products to be able to use, and what products will help different types of things. So I've got how to use essential oils with your furry and how to use different types of products and help them. So also there's a DIY checklist in there, and what oils and what products are going to help them with their digestive system and they're emotionally, if they're stressed out or they don't like loud noises or they are a little apprehensive or they can't focus, you name it. It all is there, and it allows you to take the time with them and calm them down and work with them on a much more deeper, profound level. And you'll be surprised that when you can do this, and you feel confident knowing that they're safe, they're well cared for, that confidence bleeds into them, and they start having more trust and more confidence in you and in themselves. When they feel secure in their environment and they know that they're being taken care of and they're being paid attention to, and they get played with, and they get lots of your attention and your presence, you will be surprised at how well they begin to listen. And what else it does is this will also, you don't get upset, they don't get scared. All of these things come into play. I had Thule for 12 and a half years. And overall, we had our ups and downs, or me, because she was there 100% of the time. But she was so connected to me, and I worked with her so much so that I never even needed to use a leash with her. She stayed by my side. She spoke Italian. I could do hand signals at a distance. She wouldn't cross the street without looking for me. She'd go off down the street and she'd look, and I would tell her aspetta, and she'd stop. In the house, how she was, she just had a presence about her and a connection. And I could read her body, and I could hear what she wanted. And that took a lot of patience. That took a lot of presence within myself and being in a good place. And that took a lot of trust in both of us. And we had that. My dream is for you to have that deep connection with your pup to where there is no behavioral issues. There is no anxiety or stress. When you leave, you know they're fine in the house. They are well trained. They listen. They don't have accidents. Their health is impeccable, and they live to be as old as they're meant to be, and as live as long as they're supposed to be with you, fully without any issues at all, and having that vitality and that connection and those unbelievable memories. That is profound, because to this day, and it'll happen for a long time, I am still learning from her. And my goal is to help you build that deep connection with your furry, with your baby, and have that bond that she's got your back and you've got hers. And I put these together, these three bundles together, so that they could support you and help you and finding out what is your number one concern right now. And let's get you started with one of them, and let's get going so that you can slowly start trusting your instincts, trusting yourself, knowing that everything is going well, and that you don't have, because I had this and I spoke with somebody the other day too, you don't have any guilt around anything that you're doing, that you are caring for that kiddo and yourself as best as you possibly know how. And you have that peace of mind knowing that you have support, you have assistance, you know what the heck to do because you've been learning, and you've got a product line that can support you on a huge basis, and you just feel better. You just feel better. That's the idea. Building that connection, feeling better. I have been putting things together and figuring out what works, and how things work. And if I know anything at all, I know to this day, people still come up to me and ask me about her. And how the hell did you do it? I've never seen somebody with a deeper connection and a dog more well behaved and easier going than you. And she was a chow chow. Chow chow. She was fierce, very protective, but very zen. And I was blessed with her as a baby, and we just worked at it. And we just worked at it. And that's my goal. So stay tuned in my stories. If you want to learn more about these bundles and learn more about how to just blend and be present and connect with your pup on a deeper level, how to live more holistic with your pup, to learn more about any of this, please follow me. And if you want to know more about my Black Friday bundles, because I'm also, they're going to be in the stories and I'm going to be putting them out there, but they're also going to be an additional 10% on top of the discount, which is between 85 and 90% off. And I'm doing an extra 10% on the first 9 people, because I love that number. The first 9 people that decide they want to take the next step and jump in and get started living a much more holistic lifestyle with your pup. I am here for you. It means more to me than anything. And she has pushed me in this direction. And I got to tell you, that I am just so happy about it. And I'm so happy to help you with your babies. So thank you for watching. And remember, always create something magnificent. Oh, and if you do want to learn more about the bundles that I have, you can also just comment bundle down below. And or if this is a video, it doesn't show up on the lives, but it'll show up once it's online. Comment bundle or PM me or DM me bundle, and I'll reach out to you and I'll just tell you more about it and give you all the stats. There'll be more stuff coming up in the stories to learn more about it. And I just did the best I could of putting things together that I knew would be helpful, that I still use. And what I look for when I look at products, even their food ingredients, is so important. And the workbook that I have added and the web class that I have added to the dog class, High Vibe Dog class, goes into detail on specific ingredients that are not good to have in food and the most toxic ingredients that are in chemicals and products and stuff too. So that way you just get a good idea and get a good start. So anyway, with that said, I so appreciate you watching and being on my live with me and being here and being on this journey. I am grateful for you. Thank you so much. Have a most amazing Thanksgiving if you're in the United States, and in general, thank you. And have a beautiful, blessed day. If anywhere in the world, I will see you on the next live. I will be here tomorrow, but it'll probably be early because I got a lot of cooking to do. I'm helping my friend out. I'm up in Northern California, and I haven't been up here in a while, and it's pretty cool. So anyway, I will see you on the next live. Thank you for watching. Ciao for now. Have a beautiful, beautiful evening.